Yo, what's up with it, y'all? It's JD and I'm back with another quick video. In today's video, I'm down at this beach. I believe it's called Playa de Olinda. This is an area out here in Salvador de Bahia. And I just came, I've been coming down here probably the past couple days, just getting some afternoon or some morning walks. Today I got started a little bit later, did some work on the computer, came down here and took a little 2.5 mile walk down here. But what I want to talk about in this video is the concept of greasing the groove and how doing multiple workouts per day is probably the best course of action for somebody who has a really busy schedule. Like I talked about in my last video where I was talking about going for walks and that being a great form of cardio and being something that you can kind of mix in intermittently throughout the day. Getting workouts in throughout the day is another thing that you can do. And you know, a lot of times we can get into the mindset to where if we don't get an hour and a half workout in at one point in the day, then we didn't work out for the day. And in all reality, that couldn't be further from the truth. If you're using the grease in the groove method, if you're working out intermittently, then that can either be just as good, might even be better as far as building muscle, getting lean, and just getting stronger overall. But guys, if you guys are interested in fitness, health, travel, overall growth content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you can get updated every time I drop new content. Also, if you guys are interested in getting in the best shape of your life, hit my website up. That's Travelsthenix.com. Book a free consultation with me today. We can map out a blueprint for you to get stronger using calisthenics, get leaner using calisthenics, lose weight using calisthenics, plyometrics, different things of that nature. Also, I have a few programs on my website, one 8-week program for beginners, one 12-week program. That's more of like an intermediate level if you guys have a base or some type of an athletic background. But anyways, back to the concept of greasing the groove. My homeboy James, who you guys see me do the live streams with, who I have a channel, High Octane Calisthenics. Me and him have a joint channel together. James loves to go over the concept of greasing the groove, and for him most of the time I think it's more so something where, like, if you're practicing handstands or some type of skill training or whatever it may be, or even just kind of intermittently for fun, kind of getting a set throughout the day. At least that's the way he used to do it when we were in Hawaii and we used to train together. But the concept of greasing the groove does not just need to be like if you want to do a handstand and take a photo when you're on a hike, or to, you know, do something, you know, just for the gram or whatever it may be. So the concept of greasing the groove doesn't necessarily need to be, you know, doing a handstand for the gram or doing some push-ups just because your friend challenges you or whatever it may be, just kind of like fun and games type of things. You can actually strategically map out your workouts like this. Let's just say, for instance, you know, you have that mindset of where you want to get that hour and a half workout in every day, right? So what if you break up your workout into 9 or 10 segments? And you do 10 minutes per segment. Say for instance, every day you wake up in the morning, you do 10 minutes worth of push-ups. Then as soon as you get to the job, you do 10 minutes worth of squats. Then when you're on your lunch break, you do 10 minutes worth of bench dips. Then some other time periodically throughout your work day, you do 10 minutes worth of lunges. So on and so forth. As soon as you get off work, you get home, you got a home pull-up bar. You can do 10 minutes of pull-ups. Incrementally, you've taken 8, 9, 10 exercises and you've stagnated them, or you've done them intermittently throughout the day, 10 minutes apiece. You're actually getting more work in those 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Those 10 minutes are gonna equate to what? That's gonna be an hour and 40 minutes versus, let's just say for instance, you wake up early in the morning, you do an hour workout, or even you do an hour and a half workout. An hour and 40 minutes is more. You're probably gonna end up getting more reps in. You're probably gonna end up getting cleaner reps in because you're not so winded and your muscles aren't so fatigued. So we kind of have to reframe our minds and really look at fitness and health in an overall different manner. It doesn't need to always be us leaving the gym or leaving the calisthenics park drenched in sweat because we just got in some hour or hour and a half intense, high intensity workout. You know what I mean? Like I said the other day when I was talking about, like I said yesterday when I made the video talking about walking, you know, fitness and health is a lifestyle. It's something that we do throughout the day. Movement is medicine, so we should be moving throughout the day. We don't necessarily need to condense our movement and condense our activity into just one portion of the day, one small, minute portion of the day. Honestly, I think it's better if we do spread it out throughout the day because it keeps our blood flowing. It keeps our body kind of, you know, in that, you know, that state of always being ready. You know what I mean? You heard the term, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. So you're always kind of warmed up, and you're not necessarily, you know, letting your muscles tighten up and all that type of stuff. So, and you know, periodically through the day, another thing we should be doing is working on our mobility as well. But really what inspired me to make this video is because, you know, I have a lot of clients who have extremely busy schedule, work life, family life, work life. Maybe they're on their 5 to 9 grind, working on their side hustle, you know, or just in some people's case, their work life pretty much takes up their entire day. There's people out there who are working 16 hours a day. And, you know, I used to be in that predicament myself. I used to have 2 jobs back in the day, and I still was getting it in. Now, for me personally, the way I was doing, I was just getting up at like 4 or 5 in the morning, getting my workout in before I started my shift at my first job. But you don't necessarily need to do that. Honestly, if I could go back, hindsight 2020, if I could go back, I would, number one, I would have been doing more calisthenics. And number 2, I would have been periodically working out throughout the day. So I used to work at this job where I was kind of in a cubicle on a computer all day for this gas and electricity company. And then I used to go do my night shift part-time at the airport. So, you know, with those 2 jobs, it would have been a little bit harder with my job where I was working in that cubicle. But during my lunch breaks and on my breaks, I could have still been getting it in. But my job at the airport, I had so much downtime that, you know, I literally could have been getting an hour to an hour and a half of workouts in on my part-time shift. That's how much downtime I had at that job. That's one dope thing about working for the airlines, to be honest with you, is because, you know, they run on a schedule of when the planes come in and out. So there's a lot of work being done when the planes come in, and when the planes go out, everybody's kind of in chill mode. So if you've ever been, you know, I used to work inside as a gate agent. I also used to work outside as a baggage handler. So the baggage handler's really on kickback when the planes move out. But if you're doing inside work as a gate agent or customer service or whatever, you know, a lot of times you might have to answer questions. But, you know, a lot of times what we used to do is we used to go into the back office, go hide, or, you know, walk around the airport or whatever. And, you know, in that time, I could have been getting in workouts too. And while I was probably the end of my stint of working at the airlines, when I was working in Honolulu, at the Honolulu airport, I actually used to do that. I used to walk all the way down to like one of these gates in like the C terminal where there wasn't any planes coming in. I used to just get full workouts in, push-ups, pull-ups, dips, everything, you know what I mean? So these are all different ways that we can kind of intermittently work out throughout the day. You know, there's not one way to be healthy. There's not one way to build muscle. There's not one way to, you know, optimize our physical appearance or our physique. So, you know, we have to keep our mind open to all these different ideas and all these different concepts. So if you're somebody who has an extremely busy schedule, you know, take into consideration that you might want to start greasing the glue. You know what I mean? Don't put so much pressure on yourself to get these elaborate workouts in either in the beginning of the day or at the end of the day. So another thing one more thing I'll talk about before I end this video, because I know I'm ranting a little bit, but one more thing I'll talk about is the fact that, you know, working out in the morning or working out periodically, we're gonna have more energy, you know, to get these little workouts in, these micro workouts in, or in the morning time, if we get a bigger workout in, you know, that's our refreshers. We just got finished over a big recovery of getting sleep in the night before. But a lot of times when we wait until the end of the day after we got done, you know, working super hard at work, or, you know, dealing with, you know, everything that the day brings on to us, if we try to go to the gym or the calisthenics park at 6, 7 o'clock at night, man, we're not going to be giving our best effort. And that's just, you know, common sense. We already did a ton of stuff. Our mind has been through the ringer. Our body might have been through the ringer if you have a physical job. So at the end of the day, you're not going to be giving yourself the best sets and best reps. That's why another thing that I always like to take into consideration is that if you guys are on your side hustle grind, your 5 to 9 grind, like my homeboy G from Success Chasing Series always says, you know, it's better to do that before you actually go in and give your time to, you know, your employer or whatever it may be. Same thing with your workouts. We should be giving ourselves our best energy and be giving ourselves our clearest mind state, you know, when it comes down to our side hustles or our physical activity. Because, you know, you don't want to spend your life giving your best, you know, effort, your best, your sharpest mind to your employer or to somebody else. You want to cultivate yourself, and you know, it's all about self-improvement and growth. So, you know, give it to yourself so you can give yourself a fair shot of growth. But anyways, guys, again, if you guys are interested in training with me, hit me up for a free consultation on my website. Again, that's travelsthenix.com. If you guys have anything that you would like to add into this video as far as greasing the groove or intermittent workouts throughout the day, go ahead and drop that in the comment section. If you guys have any ideas or any concepts that you guys might want me to talk about in my next videos or my upcoming videos, leave that in the comment section as well. I hope everybody's having a great day out there. I'll holler at you guys later. Peace.